So, Alpha was an experiment.
And we were the test subjects.
A manufactured world.
But what were they trying to do? What the hell are these Starless anyway?
They're said to have driven humans to the brink of extinction 500 years ago. To have killed 700 billion people.
700 billion people? We're supposed to believe that? Believe it or not, you don't run hundreds of years of experiments for the fun of it.
Very true. And that's reason enough to have a serious talk about this.
The first step would be to assess what kind of threat these Starless pose to us.
You have encountered these Starless, have you not?
Yep. All of a sudden, there were like a zillion of them, and Zephedo took off running, but I have no idea what happened after that.
If Zephedo created the dolls as some kind of ARC's training system, then that would mean the Starless are an even greater threat than Dark Falls.
Right, but even if they are, we have no idea when they might show up again. It could be tomorrow, or hundreds of years from now.
There are too many unknowns. I suggest we focus on a threat we can do something about.
You mean the dolls?
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Shouldn't there be some way to stop them? In Lucille, at least?
All the Resurgent ARC's operatives in there escaped at the same time you did. According to them, they claim to have seen a doll's production facility in Lucille's core. Why are we waiting? The teleporter that goes to Lucille's core isn't working anymore. Why? I wish I could tell you. It could have something to do with the Starless, or maybe Zephedo did something. Damn it. After all we've done, nothing has changed. We sacrificed so much for nothing. Then you tell me what we've gained.
We've gained tomorrow. And the day after. And the day after that. We have time.
Ina's right. There's a lot we can still accomplish. one day at a time. Elma, I need you to get that teleporter functioning again.
You got it.
And there have got to be other ways to get to Lucille and to stop the dolls. After all, this is just one big experiment.
True. There are Ryuker devices, Trinitas. Might be a chance for us to finally get some answers.
Hopefully the Resurgent Arcs crew will help us with that.
What of the doll's production facility in Stia? Can we not destroy that?
I plan to look into that again. It's pretty risky, but we can probably do it if we have to.
But what about the whole destroying it will plunge the whole planet into darkness thing?
Still true. It was built to be an integral part of the energy plant. Clever design, I must admit.
Worst case scenario, Alpha loses its power source, and dolls keep getting produced.
He's absolutely vile.
Regardless, we need to learn all we can. Moving on. For now, let's focus on evaluating each region's battle readiness. And of course, stay on alert for any signs of Starless. If we work together, we can ensure that no stone on Halpha goes unturned. Together, we can do this. That was a long meeting. Sorry it took so long.
Hey, can we talk?
What's up?
Don't you think Manon should have been here for this discussion?
Manon, well, she...
She's with those Resurgent Arcs operatives we mentioned. They're all being kept in custody, for now.
She's done nothing wrong. It would just be best if she lay low for a while.
What do you mean?
The Resurgent Arcs members are worthy of sympathy. Especially from those who know their situation. Forced to micromanage Halpha like a bunch of robots from the day they were born. Never even being taught the difference between right and wrong. That said, there are still many people who feel a great deal of anger and mistrust toward them. And frankly, I can't say I blame them.
We're still trying to learn more from Manon and Feria. If they can tell us what happened and what parts they played, hopefully, that will bring people around. Still, I expect that it will take some time to smooth everything over.
How long is some time?
It shouldn't be too long. I'll let you know as soon as the time comes.
Okay. I'll trust your judgment.
Thank you. Does that work for you too? You have my word. Yes?
If you don't stop her, Manon will just eat the same thing every day. So, please be sure to give her something healthy to eat.
You bet. I'll let her custodian know. Anything else?
I think that's all.
Great. In that case, I'd like to talk about the next steps for the two of you.
We'll do whatever we can to help. right?
Thank you. On second thought, we're probably all a little tired of talking for now. And this is a pretty important matter for the two of you. We may want to make sure everything's in order before we begin. Shall we begin? I'd like to talk about what I'll need from you two, going forward.
Sure.
We need to bolster ARC's combat readiness. And, of course, that will involve training new recruits. I can't think of anyone better suited to that role than you, Aina.
Me?
That's right.
Me? Train recruits? Are you sure? Really? You think so?
I'd be there to help out, obviously. Couldn't hurt to try, right?
Can I think about it?
Of course. And now, I'd like to ask for your help. What is it?
It's a distress signal from the scout team. Oh no, their vital signs are fading.
Where are they?
Rezel Forest.
Got it. Dozer, can you take this one?
Yes, sir.
So am I.
I'm counting on you two.
what's waiting for us. Are you ready?
All right, I'm good to go. Still no intel. Proceed with caution.
Something's off.
It's quiet. I don't hear any sounds of combat.
Sir, I've obtained the scout team's combat logs. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, what do we know?
I've lost vitals on all squad members that sent the distress signal. I've also lost contact with the squad approaching from the other side.
That doesn't sound good.
Number of enemies.
Unknown.
I see. Yeah. But why would their readings cut out like that?
Stop! We need to regroup. Please, return to base at once.
What? But Crawford... Understood. All right, heading back.
Okay.
What are these things?
Is that the end? Oh, Dozer!
I'm so glad to see you back in one piece. Dozer's being treated right now. He'll be fine. Don't worry. He should be back in action soon.
Thank goodness. And the other Ark's defenders?
They didn't make it.
I see.
So those were Starless. Both squads were wiped out. Even Dozer barely. Well, it seems they don't plan on letting us prepare for them, do they? At the very least, now we know what kind of threat we're up against. We must advance battle preparations. Which reminds me, we didn't get to finish talking about that thing I need your help with. I want you to be a symbol for Arcs in the battles that still lie ahead of us. Well, the common denominator at every decisive battle and pivotal moment has been you. And you just played a key role in defeating those Starless. You're essentially Halpha's guardian already. I'd simply like to make it official. Admittedly, your role as guardian won't be much different. You'll just keep trouncing enemies and helping people out, like you always do. But that should be enough to give us all a little bit of hope. Trust me, a title goes a long way. Of course, I know that this is no small request, but I would be truly honored if you would accept. Thank you. It means a lot. Now, I have some work to attend to. I'll contact you about your next mission later. We still have a lot to do for that tomorrow Ina spoke of.
there!
Hey! I was called regarding Manon's inquest.
And I wanted to know every detail.
Don't worry, Manon and Feria are both just fine. Their quarters are a little cramped, but they're not being mistreated. The same goes for the others. The problem is... That's part of it. They all played a role at Lucille, but each one had different responsibilities. And the data's inconsistent, so it's tough to present a comprehensive case. But what's even harder than that is trying to get on the same page with them. Like when we say, tell us about Lucille, or something, for example. They start going into detail about its construction and its specs and stuff like that. It's almost like trying to talk to a data mainframe or something.
Manon was like that at first, too. She'd just reply with the bare minimum. I remember my dad having a hard time with that.
For them, I guess, that's probably just their normal.
But Manon's different now.
Yeah, she is. We're essentially having Manon interpret for us at the moment. If we put in the effort, then maybe they'll do the same and come around. At least, I hope so. Oh, and, on that note, we've decided to start calling them Lucillans.
Lucillans?
They're not our enemies anymore. Resurgent Arcs is just too loaded, you know? We had to change it.
Makes sense. Lucillan. Yeah, I like it.
This is Central Leader Crawford. I ask you to lend me your ears. I'm here today to warn you of an imminent threat. Lucille, Resurgent Arcs. The things we've learned about recently have no doubt come as a major shock to everyone. Though Dark Falls has been defeated, our war against the dolls rages on. And now a new enemy has appeared. The Starless. We recently crossed swords with a Starless vanguard and managed to emerge victorious. Thanks to the same brave warriors who defeated Dark Falls. Though we are faced with new unknowns, we have nothing to fear. This threat we can overcome if we stand together and finally restore peace to Halpha. By together, I don't mean only Aelio, Ritem, Kavaris, and Stia. We will also need to work alongside our new Resurgent Arcs allies. I understand that some of you may be hesitant. It's true that their actions have been the cause of much pain and suffering. But now that they've been freed from Zephedo's influence, they are our enemies no longer. They are our stalwart allies. And it's only by joining hands that we'll defeat the Starless. As one heart and one mind. Offer me your strength, and we will bring peace to Halpha.
Can you hear me? Crawford would like to speak with you. Please come to the Central Tower Command Room as soon as possible.
Thank you all for coming. Today I'd like to discuss our surveys of Halpha's various regions. Specifically, how we might better leverage them against the Dolls and the Starless.
Is there something wrong with how we're doing that?
Well, there's no problem with the intel, but our methods have been uncoordinated and frankly inefficient. Which is why I've begun the formation of a joint research team.
A fine idea. But every team needs a leader, yes? Who will that be?
That's a good question. But before I address it, I'd first like to talk about one of our research team members from Aelio.
Huh?
Manon. Yes, I guess you could say that. She and I discussed it, and came to an agreement.
So, does that mean she's free now?
That's right. I'll need her to give me updates, but otherwise, it's business as usual.
Awesome. Would it be alright if we helped out with her research too? The three of us should be together, right?
Unfortunately, I'll need you two to focus on your own duties.
What? But...
I'll need you to lean into your role as our guardian against the Starless. And Aina, I'll need you to look after our new trainees.
Then I'll do it. I'll lead that research team.
Glenn?
I've handed over combat command to Kanui anyway. I've got nothing but time on my hands. I'll take care of Manon too.
It would be a tremendous help.
Let me know if you get any other volunteers.
Will do.
Guess I will be the only one.
Aina, probably need your help occasionally. I'll be counting on you.
Glenn...
But in the meantime, just handle whatever Crawford needs you to do. You bear the weight of Ark's future on your shoulders now.
Yeah, I know.
Are we done here? We'll figure out the details once we get the team together.
Right. We'll decide the particulars of an action plan later.